Right, Liverpool beat Leicester 4-1 at Anfield under the unveiling of the new main stand, or the expanded main stand, whatever. Let's just call it the Kenny Dalglish stand, because that's what I want it to be called. Player ratings, Simon Mignolet. What do you give Simon Mignolet today? I think I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. The reason I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 is he makes one incredible save. Look, there's a couple of times where he comes out and punches the ball, not good enough, he needs to deal with them better, but he makes a couple of really good saves there, and ultimately that keeps us in the game at certain points, so fair enough to that. Right back, Nathaniel Klein, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Nothing outstanding going forwards, a couple of decent crosses and stuff, but he wasn't bothered at all at the back. Centre backs, these are hard. Joe Matip for me, 8 out of 10. Looks so composed, likes to stride out with the ball, really good passing, you know, and that was that. Lucas Leiva, what do you give Lucas Leiva? I think if I was rating him without them scoring that goal, he'd probably get an 8 out of 10, but that goal, he's got to lose a couple of points for that at the end of the day. He's got to remember where he's playing on the pitch. It's not so bad if you do something like that in midfield, but when you're doing that from a goal kick, you're inviting pressure on, you're getting the champions back into the game. That's a big mistake that he's made there, so 6 out of 10 for him. James Milner, he had Mahrez in his pocket for a start, decent little thing. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. Going to give him an 8 out of 10 again. You know, he gets an assist for Roberto Firmino for that first goal, so again, I was really happy with James Milner's performance. Not just that, the way he linked up with whoever was on the left in front of him, whether it was Coutinho later in the game, whether it was Firmino early on in the game, he linked up really well, always provided an option, but he didn't overcommit, and that's something that I think he was told today, because he hasn't got the pace to track back with Mahrez if they do play that ball over the top, so there you go. Jordan Henderson, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but he makes a couple of outstanding tackles in our area first half. He wins about 3 headers in the box as well, defensively, and that's what you want a defensive midfielder to do. He was brilliant. He should have scored that goal. I totally get that. Like, he blazes that over the bar. That is a poor miss. But at the end of the day, if Lucas Leiva's playing defensive midfield or Makelele's playing defensive midfield, doesn't get into that position. Don't forget he changed as well. So look, for his defensive midfielder role for most of that game, he was brilliant for me. Adam Lallana, it's between him and Roberto Firmino for man of the match for me. Adam Lallana, a great goal, 9 out of 10. Wijnaldum, I thought was the weakest player on the pitch for Liverpool. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Don't think he got caught in possession a couple of times. Klopp pulled him over at one point and like, look lad, just give the ball quickly, you know what I mean? Stop dwelling on the ball in the middle of the park. Again, that's something that I think, because he plays further up the pitch, I think he's used to having that little bit more time. It's not as big a deal if he loses the ball, but for me, he's got to sharpen up there. Right hand side, Sadio Mane, man, the guy's absolutely brilliant. Gets his goal, gets an assist, another 9 out of 10. And you know what? I don't even think that's his best performance today. I think he can do well better. I think there's a couple of times there where you'd expect a little bit more from him, and that's brilliant because there's more in the bank there. Left hand side, Roberto Firmino, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. I thought he was superb. Like, just, you know what? He ran the show. And to be honest with you, Phil Coutinho is going to have a struggle getting back in that position if we decide to play Daniel Sturridge up top, because I thought Roberto Firmino over on that left-hand side was miles better than Phil Coutinho has been in the last few games. There you go. And Daniel Sturridge, again, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought he was really unselfish today. I think he was playing for the team a lot. I think a lot of the times you can have a little go at Daniel Sturridge for being a little bit too greedy and stuff. Today, he seemed to understand that position. When he was clearing space, there was runners going in, but he wasn't looking to dwell on the ball when he got the ball. There's a couple of times he was looking for shots. It's Daniel Sturridge, I expect that. But that little assist for Sadio Mane, the little flick, takes the defender out, takes the keeper out of the game, absolutely brilliant. There you go, that's the starting 11 player ratings. Leave me yours in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.